So we've just invested in a new UHI 55 horsepower tractor, and today I'm going to tell you the number one reason why you'd want to buy one. G'day, it's Mick from Deep Creek Farmstay. Today I'm going to give you an overview and talk through some of the reasons why you'd buy a UHI 55 horsepower tractor. The number one and main reason why you're going to buy a tractor like this is the price. Us here, we're on a small 20-acre block with a bit of lease land as well. I'm only needing a few hours every now and again, and then probably 1 or 2 days a month where I put a full day's work in. So when I was looking for a tractor, I really only need a two-wheel drive, and I only needed the pulling tractor to pull a slasher and a rake around the horse arena and things of that nature. I wasn't looking for a loader or all the other implements and things of that come with it. But in this package, as you'll see, it comes with all that stuff, and it's still a third of the price of the other name brands. Start a walk around here from outside here on the right hand side of the driver's cabin. Hydraulics, it's got a third function already set up there, which is handy. Loader, the 4-in-1 bucket comes with it. Also a set of forks, and there's a hay spike too that you can attach to those forks as well. It all looks fairly solid. It's 4-wheel drive, 55 horsepower. Come down here, you'll see there's the fuel filling point on the tank here sticks out the side near this step up. Does look a little bit exposed to me, but I'll wait and see. They're probably smarter than me. Standard 3-point hitch on the back. It's also got extra hydraulic remotes there with some of the name brands. Having that sort of thing fitted is another expense in itself. For me, coming off my old Fiat, this little this hydraulic lever here to lowering and raising the arms on the 3-point hitch will be very handy for attaching implements. Everything looks solid. When we get up in the cab, you'll see a few of the little plastic fittings in that look a little cheap in that, but the actual hardware with regards to the arms and that are solid steel. So I've had the tractor only a couple of days. To be honest, I haven't used it for any work. I've taken it for a few drives and tested all the functions and whatnot. I've used the loader only to put it through its range of motion, up, down, open, close, tilt down, tilt up, etc. And it all functions perfectly, but again, I haven't put it through any actual manual testing yet. That's the outside there done. We'll jump up in the cab. Righto, we'll do a quick little shot around the cab. Comes with mirrors there. I probably will take them off. They're nothing wrong with the mirror itself. The vision over the back is excellent from the cab, so I won't be using them for reversing or anything like that. And as I lean over the left here, where I will be a lot as I'm lining up, you know, slashing and things like that, it does obstruct some of the view down the front side. I'll probably take those mirrors off. Start down to the left hand side of me as I sit in the seat. You've got your PTO on, off, and you can 2-speed adjustable, and a parking brake. That's all pretty standard. There's the kill switch there. That's how you turn it off. When the driver was dropping it off, he asked me to get up on the tilt tray and just raise the bucket so he could get the chains from underneath it. So I jumped up, started her up, raised the bucket, and then I turned it off by pulling this sucker. Yeah, which is normal. Of course, I left it out like that, and then when he's asked me to start her up again, and as he took it off the truck, turned over, and of course I couldn't figure out why it couldn't start. But this sucker here, there's a button underneath. Press that, it goes back in, and you can start her up straight away. Lucky he was here. Probably would have saved me about 20 or so minutes of stuffing around to find it. Select the switch, forward, neutral, reverse. Lights, indicators. Pan around. Other side. Hand throttle, which is standard on most tractors. Hazard lights. All lights. Ignition. Just there. Standard wheel brakes. It's got a plate there in between, so you can select both at the same time, or you can take that off and use each brake individually for tight turns and things like that. There's a foot throttle there. It's a bit wider than my old Fiat, but I quickly get used to where it is. 4-speed gearbox, manual transmission, going pretty standard, and then a low, medium, high range function there, which is also pretty useful. Come around to my right is your rear hydraulic controls. This one over here is set up for the 3-point hitch, and then these two are for your extra functions should you need them. Here's a shot of that dash. I've just got the ignition on, so the lights are flashing, so they're all light there on your left and the battery on the right. They'll go off when I turn her on. But you can see there, fuel gauge on the left, warning lights in next to that. The front panel itself there, revs, hours, battery voltage, quite handy. And then over the right, more warning lights, and then the temperature. Down here near my left foot is the 4-wheel drive select. Over near my right foot here is your diff lock with that brass plate there. You can just tromp on that, engages your diff lock should you need it. Wheels are spinning. So all in all, it looks pretty good. It's fitted out nicely. I haven't yet put it through its paces, as in putting any hard work into it, but so far so good. Here's a look. Comes with a decent sunshade there, which will help me a lot, believe it or not. I used to come back in sunburned after a day of slashing, but hopefully that'll alleviate some of that. It's built onto the rollover protection, which also looks decent. When you're thinking about your decision about buying a tractor, it's a lot of money, and one of my main concerns about this was it was a lot cheaper by far, and you can see the specials on their website. It's all listed there. I won't go into it. They have packages running at the moment with implements and all that sort of thing, which is good. My main concern was that the dealer was 3 hours drive away from me. So any servicing problems or warranty repairs, things of that nature, I didn't want to have to deal with hiring a truck to get them down that far, to get it back to the depot. You're allowed to use your own mobile mechanic. They can come out and do the warranty repairs. Any generic parts we can source ourselves locally, and anything specific to UHI, they'd post it up here to your mobile mechanic or whatever mechanic you want, and they'll get that done. It's got the 3-year warranty, which is what I was looking for, and it alleviated some of my concerns about it being a new brand, about UHI being new to the tractor game. They've been in the machinery business for a few years before that, I see, and are still in business. It's cheaper, yeah, but you still don't want to do your dough. All things considered, I still think it's a good call. I'm not going to be using the tractor every day or 8 hours a day every day. The hours I do on it, it's not going to be working extra heavy. I won't be working the loader repeatedly over and over again on a regular basis. Went to Brisbane, to the yard down there to have a look at one of the tractors there. Spoke to a couple of the young fellas who work there. Nice blokes. They didn't say it was the best tractor in the world, and there was no pressure on buying one or selling one. It was a simple process. They talked to me about the strengths and the weaknesses of the tractor. It was actually a little bit refreshing, not having it jammed down your throat, how good the tractor was when you went into the sales room. Still happy with the decision to buy one. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to, in about 4 weeks, I'll do another review after I've put it through a fair bit of work and see how it's running then, and I'll do another video then. I'll also maybe do a few videos showing a few of the functions that were a bit tricky to figure out. It took me a little while. Even just a 30-second video on how to engage that four-wheel drive. I might also do another one on how you start the vehicle after you've pulled that kill switch out. If you're interested in seeing more videos on the UHI Tractor, please subscribe, and we'll do a few over the course of the years to see how it goes. I went down to the Brisbane yard and I spoke to the blokes who... Are you hungry?